Good morning, and welcome to the Accessibility Tech Final Conference. I'm Antonio Ingelmo. I'm the project leader, and I work as accessible technology expert at Fundación 11. First, I would like to ask you all to thank you for your attendance or your interest in the project. And just we are having a quick look to the agenda. Okay, we'll have an interactive breakout activity, and then we will have 3 panels. The first on accessibility, digital divide and skills, and then we will have an interactive presentation by Hector Minto. He's there. Yeah. Then the catered lunch. Then the second panel on accessibility in telework, e-learning, and telecare. And then a coffee break later on. The third panel on digital transition and the future of accessible technologies. We will continue with the session on raising awareness through the accessibility project. And then we will end with concluding remarks from Inmaculada Plasencia from the European Commission and the networking links. All panels will be moderated by representative of the partners of the project. And just I would like to ask you, there is a requirement from one attendee. He asks to the audience, instead of applauding, please try to wave in hands. That's it, to make me sure. And also, as some people may have come before we have the attendance signed list, please go to the reception whenever you can and sign, please. And just let me show a short video about accessibility project.
Are you a programmer, designer, or developer? Are you looking to recruit a person with a disability, but are unsure what technological adaptations their job will require? Do you have any special needs when using technology at work, when studying, or for health reasons? We technology being used for one thing only. However, it is used in many different ways and for many different purposes. Some people need assistive products to access technology. European legislation insists that products and services be designed and manufactured so that they can be used by people with disabilities. Although considerable progress has been made and many accessible solutions exist, there are still barriers and tools that provide incomplete or inadequate solutions. For example, video conferencing applications with no subtitles or with no way for blind people to perceive the content displayed on screen. It can often be hard to find reliable information on accessibility solutions that genuinely work. If you search the internet, you will certainly get a lot of hits, but how do you know if the information is reliable? Accessibility was created with the aim of creating a tool to identify, analyze, disseminate, and transfer innovative, accessible, and inclusive technologies in the realms of teleworking, e-learning, and telecare at European level. It also seeks to create a cooperative space for exchanging and validating information and accessible solutions. Thanks to the knowledge that will be generated over the course of the project, we want to make proposals to improve the implementation of accessibility standards within European legislation, while working alongside the
Okay, and now I pass the floor to Enrique Garcia. He's Accessible Technology Senior Officer at Inserta Innovation. So, please, Quique.
Thank you, Antonio. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to me to be here with you today. And as Antonio said, we are going to talk about accessibility tech in different topics and different panels. But first, we are going to play a game related with the project, and I want that you play with me. So we are going to need the mobile phones, okay? And if the realization can change the screen, please.
I don't know if we need to let people join the Wi-Fi. If so, the instructions are on the screen. So maybe just super quickly, you can look at the way to join the guest.
Okay. This icebreaker activity is with a Kahoot application. We are trying to get an innovative awareness activity related with the three areas that we work in the project, related with e-learning, telework, and telecare. And we are going to find, or we are going to look for different answers related with these three areas. So I am waiting for you. In the Kahoot, I am going to say the question and the answers. For each question, you have 4 different answers with different colors, red, yellow, blue, and green, and different figures, triangle, diamond, cycle, and square. So I am going to say the different answer with the figure and to help you to answer the different questions, okay? If someone have a special need related with some disability or other things related with him, my team is here to help someone if someone needs something, okay? Wait 1 minute more. Everybody is in the Kahoot? Yes? Okay, so we start. Accessible Tech Final Conference, Interactive Icebreaker Activity. The first question. During the COVID-19 pandemic, the society, triangle, was at home and accessibility didn't matter to it. Diamond was at home and accessibility achieved the best state. Cycle was at home and accessibility improved by new solutions. And square went out on the street and accessibility was not necessary. Sorry. Okay. I think that we need more time for the... Okay, I am going to read the different answers for different things related with accessibility, but please don't wait to finish that I read, because if you read quickly, please answer before. Yeah, in this case, the Accessibility Tech project was created due to the pandemic, because we detected some problems in the 3 areas, e-learning, telework, and telecare, and how the people with disability have different impairments on different problems in these topics with the pandemic and with the new circumstances. So we're trying to get some projects to resolve these circumstances. But now I need that realization play the audio number 2, please. It's about the question number 2. Okay. It's enough. And now, next, please. Next. Now. E-learning, what is audio 2 represents? A song, Microsoft Teams tune, Moodle tune, or Skype tune? Oh. I think that it's similar, the two tones, but in this case it's Microsoft Teams. I select Microsoft Teams because due to the pandemic, Microsoft Teams improved the tool with different accessibility improvements like sign language or automatic subtitles in different languages. And respect e-learning, it was an improvement in accessibility for students that need these kind of things inside the tool. So next, please. What new techniques are being used in this environment? Triangle doesn't include subtitles, diamond no exam, cycle I don't know, square gamification. I need to know who answered no exams. Yeah, the correct answer is gamification, and in this moment, respect is in the world, but sometimes we have several problems to include accessibility in gamification experience like Kahoot. In this moment, at the beginning of this experience, I told you if someone need a special need related with a disability or accessibility, tell us to resolve it. But in this moment, Kahoot is a experience that a lot of e-learning activities use it, but in this moment it's not 30% accessible. So it's important that we take into account the gamification, because I think it's part of the future in this topic related with e-learning. So I want to say that it's important to have or take into account this gamification in the new services, products, or when we talk with different providers related with e-learning, okay? No. Before, audio 4, please. Venga, okay. Tamara. Again, please. Again. Okay. Subdiamond, Facebook, Cycle, Outlook, Square, Twitter. Okay, perfect. I put this kind of quick questions because sometimes a lot of people with disability can see the different notifications or need other kind of notification to receive the same information with the different disabilities. And I know that these kind of sounds are really comfortable with everybody because it's a new email or other sounds related with basic things that we do every day. But I put this kind of audios because sometimes it's important that we can difference these audios really well, because some people with disability can see the notification or other things related with the use of the technology. No? So please, can you continue? Maria, sí. Next. Do you think telework has improved the employability of people with disabilities? Triangle, yes. Diamond, no. Cycle, I am not sure. Square, we need to do more in other aspects about employability. This is I am looking for an opinion for the audience, so it's not a correct answer. Okay, we have a lot of different opinions related with this, but Someone want to say why they answer no? Or I'm not sure? No? Anybody want to say anything? Susanna, please.
I have a microphone, but I still don't have a microphone. Thanks, Evan. So hi, my name is Susanna Lorin. I'm from Funka. I think this really has to do with the individual. So I answered yes, because teleworking has improved life for me and for many others with disabilities like me, but also for other groups of people, it hasn't yet, because it's also true that we need to do much more things, other aspects about employability, of course, but also improve accessibility. So teleworking is not the answer to everyone, and it's not the answer to everything, but I really think we should, even though we tend to focus on what needs to be improved, I think really not only the pandemic, but the work of Microsoft and other suppliers with increasing the accessibility of their tools for making it possible to work from home, I think has really improved life for, and kind of working life, but also life for many of us, not only people with disabilities, but also people with disabilities. But it's extremely, it really depends on what needs you have, and the rest of the, I mean, I live in a big house, so it's no problem for me to be at home. And if you have a small apartment and 2 screaming kids, it's not nice to be working from home during the pandemic, at least. So I mean, it's really individual. I think it's impossible to say. As you said, it's not a yes or no question, really. It's an individual.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. I want to check the different opinions in the audience related with this topic, because you are going to listen different things related with e-learning, telework, and telecare in this session, and it's important to know sometimes your opinion about these areas and the state with for people with disability in this moment. No? So please, can you continue? Oh. What do you think is the biggest barrier to telecare for people with disabilities? Triangle Trust, Diamond Technology, Cycle Communication, Square, Be Quick to Assist. Wow. We have different opinions in this part too, but I think it's a mix between all the possibilities, because people with disabilities sometimes have trust problems or problems about confidence. The technology, we need to improve the technology to give more possibilities to people with disability, the communication, or Be Quick to Assist, because I think that when we have a problem related with health, we need that the environment the environment assists quickly, because we have a problem related with our health, and I think it's important the quick assistance in this case. So I think it's a mix about all of these answers, but I want to look for an opinion about what is the most barrier for this audience. So thank you so much. And now can you play the audio 7, please? Yeah, sorry. Can you play again? It's low because it's a real device. It's not an YouTube audio. It's a real device. Okay, so continue, please. Which device does audio 7 correspond to? A toy, triangle, diamond, insulin pump, cycle, blood pressure monitor, a square, thermometer? It's a health device about to monitor something. Okay, in this case, the real device with these sounds it's an insulin pump. A person with disability that I know said me that sometimes it's difficult to understand how this insulin pump want to say with this kind of, of sounds, because it's important for her to recognize the different sounds with her insulin pump. So I think that we continue to work in this recognition about different sounds in telecare, because she feels insecure when her insulin pump have different sounds and they can't recognize them to do different things related with her life and with her health. So this is an awareness related with health, and that sometimes the technology gives us the devices to improve our life, but sometimes we have different accessibility barriers related with we can't recognize how these devices works, so we continue to work in this topic or in this environment. Audio 8, please. Really low for the answers, but it will be really difficult to answer this question because we have a bad sound related with this audio, so don't worry about the answer, but trying to do best as possible. What information is audio 8 giving? Triangle, continuous glucose monitor with voiceover, diamond only voiceover in a mobile phone, cycle, a robot giving health data, or square, a person giving health data. Okay, yeah. In this case, you are right, because in the sound, you can only detect a voiceover. But in the information that the voiceover said, it's a continuous glucose monitor, and it's a data related with the glucose of this person. But in this case, I think related with the environment and the circumstances, I think that the correct answer is the blue, only voiceover in a mobile phone. But so it's okay. So next, please. People have enough information to apply accessibility in technological solutions. Triangle, true, diamond, false, cycle, we need better standardization, square, not everything has been achieved. Okay. I think that in this moment, I am a technology technician at ONCE Foundation in Spain, and we are working every day with accessibility and technology to improve in different projects as accessibility tech. But sometimes we think that the information exists, but it's difficult to understand the information for developers or designers to apply the accessibility properly. Or it's that we understand or our problem related with this kind of technology when we have to develop. It's true that we are specialized in accessibility, and we work with a lot of people with disability in Spain, and we understand everything, but when we talk with external providers, a lot of people have problems to understand the standardization or to understand different things related with develop technology, accessible technology, or other things. So this is the situation that we live in Spain. And the last question, please. Accessibility Tech has a mapping tool about projects. Do you think that these projects Triangle don't have accessibility. Diamond have accessibility but don't usually report in its project information. Cycle have accessibility and report it. Square, what is accessibility? Okay, I am going to say anything about this because my workmates in the next session will answer this question related with the result of our project, Accessibility Tech. So please next to see the final positions. Remember, wave. Say your hands, please. Remember. Congratulations, Maria. And this is the icebreaker activity that we want to do to start this journey. I discovered some things related with accessibility in this moment because we have low audios or we have other needs related with auditive people in this case. So we are going to try to improve this experience for next days or next projects. So thank you so much to test Kahoot with me and enjoy the rest of the session. Thank you so much. Yeah. In this moment, Kahoot doesn't work with a screen reader. That is the answer. So we contact with Kahoot team to improve the accessibility of this platform because, as I said before, I think that gamification is in the world and related with e-learning, I think it's important for the future. So we are trying to improve this kind of platform as quick as we can. So, but in this moment, Kahoot doesn't work with a screen reader, and it's a problem. But I think that for cognitive disabilities, they put the answer with colors and figures, so you can detect the answer with different forms. So I think it's a good point in this part. But for blind people, it's a problem in this moment, and we are trying to get a solution. Yeah. In this case, that problem was mine because I was wrong to put the different times related with the questions because in our schedule for this session, I have some time for this icebreaker activity, but to do more accessible the activity, you can delete the times or you can put more time for each question. But in this case, for this reason, I said you at the end that I learned different things with you today because apart of the low audios, we have a problem with times of each question, but you can configure or you can put different settings related with times or how questions works inside of Kahoot. So that is that problem is mine and is not a problem related with the platform. But it is really interesting for us to put this platform in your eyes to get these kind of comments related with the platform to improve, or when we develop other platform related with this, we take into account these kind of things. I know that in this case, maybe it is not a good example of accessibility in gamifications, and I know, but I want to test it with you because I think that you know the accessibility and you work with accessibility every day, and you work with people with disability. And for me, it was interesting to test it with you, this platform of Kahoot, and do a different experience in this project called Accessibility Tech, but I know that we have to improve a lot of things related with gamifications to get a comfortable situation for everybody. So thank you so much, and Antonio, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Enrique, for that interesting interaction and for this